Eagle 102 Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Cliff and Cara at Show Me Caviar and State Farm in Pittsfield.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MercBK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Ackles Farm Market, and Northeast Missouri Title Company.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan. At Pike County Mutual Insurance Company, we take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelley Clucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company, on the square in Bowling Green.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the number one priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Castile's Color Wheel, PJ's Salon, and Meyer Implement Company.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
At Central State Bank, you're not just an account. You're a person with hopes, dreams, and family that you work hard to provide for, which is why at Central State Bank, they work hard to help you with checking and savings accounts, business and personal loans, along with investments. It's because when it comes right down to it, banking isn't simply about money. It's about helping people make their dreams come true. Central State Bank, central to your banking needs with locations in Pleasant Hill, Pittsfield, Kinderhook, Quincy, and Clayton. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bibb Beach and Collier Funeral Homes, Sun Window Company, and Center Locker Service.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance and financial service needs. Call, email, text, or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsfield, a family-oriented office, is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsfield, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Bottom of the third inning. Pretty impressive performance so far from Pleasant Hill. If you are just joining us, 5-0 is our score.
In the third inning, Blair on the mound for the Liberty Lady Eagles has notched 3 strikeouts, but gave up 4 runs in the first and another one in the second, including a 3-run home run from Winchell.
And taking ball 1 outside is McKinley Lowe. I think this is the part where her sister Charlie just starts screaming, "Let's go McKinley," because she is listening today. Strike 1 down the middle, 1-1. As McKinley digs in, loads up, and sees ball 2. 2-1 the count. And the next pitch, this one is roped down the left field line, but has lots of tail to it, and it'll go foul. Now 2-2. She evens things up. Blair's still the pitcher, and the circle today for Liberty.
If I heard correctly, Charlie's playing softball today as well, but had to head south, right?
Yes, had to head to St. Louis. Out of the zone, 3-2. She was very upset, is what sister said, McKinley, that the game yesterday got rained out, but was happy to have an opportunity to still listen to this ball game. And she looks at ball 4, so she'll be on with a walk. And now in steps Madison Daniels. What did Madison do her last at bat?
Last time up, Madeline singled the ball. She lined it off the left field fence.
This one is hit to the second baseman. Slow roller. Running right in front of her was McKinley Lowe. The second baseman, Zenger, was unable to recover, so runners at first and second base. That's an infield error. So 2 runners on, no outs. And now Sidwell at the plate.
Yeah, Daniels was the shot that went halfway off the fence, up the fence in left field last time.
Ball 1 taken by Sidwell. She went 3-0 in her count, and then Blair was able to come back, and she actually got her with a looking strikeout. A couple of pitches that painted the corner and froze Sidwell. Sidwell swings at that one, and now 1-1.
Sidwell lined the ball to center field, her last time up for a single.
We know Maddie, when she gets a hold of one, she usually hits it hard. And she looks at ball 2. 2-1. Oh, did they call that for a strike? I guess they did. So how about 1-2? Off-speed changeup, fouled off.
Did good getting a piece of it.
So Maddie gets a talking to from Coach Lowe. He encourages her, keep that front shoulder down. And she digs in. Looks at another ball. That one high and inside. Now 2-2.
5-0 the Wolves lead here in the third inning. Nobody out.
Make it 3-2. Ball outside. Sidwell would like to find a way on here if she could.
Runners on first and second. Would be a big hit for Sidwell here.
This one hit hard right back up the middle. It's at least a single for Sidwell. She moves the runners over. Bases are loaded, and here comes McKinley Lowe. She read a throw from the outfield as a weak one, and she decides she's going to turn on the gas, and she heads home. So now makes it 6-0, and runners at first and second base with no outs. So good job, and heads up base running by McKinley.
Nice RBI for Winchell, for Sidwell.
They look similar. I accidentally called both of them the other.
The two tallest players on the field.
Brown hair, very similar in stature. But now it's Emma Henderson at the plate. Off-speed high. 1-0.
And that was Sidwell just going right back to that line shot to center field again.
This one is grounded to the third baseman. Slow roller. They're going to have to come up across the diamond. It moves the runner, but Henderson is thrown out at first base. That's out number one. The runner's still in scoring position. Now back to the top of the lineup for Ava Wombles.
And that was so kind of you to not point out, let me figure out on my own that she actually went down looking last time and then came back with that strong shot to center field. Thank you, Maddie.
This one is roped to center field. Over the center fielder's head. Goes to the wall. Here comes one run. And Ava Wombles into second base. Madison Daniels touches home to make it 7-0. So runners at second and third now. A late jump by the runners because the center fielder, Ormond, looked very confident in her ability to catch that ball. It continued to carry and went to the wall over her head. Now Hannah Hill will step in. And taking her time, it's Jade Blair. Hannah Hill will now step into the box as Blair is done taking her time. Umpire says, let's go. This one is hit sharply to the shortstop. It bounces up, rolls off her arm. She's going to throw across the diamond. Safe at first base. It's Hannah Hill. So now bases loaded with just one out, and Jade Peebles comes to the plate. Quite a few fans here this afternoon. Looks like Pleasant Hill does have a student section of sorts. They ran across the outfield with flags earlier. Lots of yelling from Pleasant Hill fan base as that one is taken outside for ball one by Peebles. As she digs back in. Peebles, the three-hole hitter. This is her third time seeing the pitcher Blair, and she looks at strike one. 1-1 to even up this count with one out and bases loaded. 7-0 our score currently. Off speed high. Ball two.
Peebles grounded out in her first at bat, popped out to second in her second at bat.
2-1, 3-1.
Seven nothing the score. One out here in the third inning.
This one hit in the air. Gonna be in that right field area. Will the right fielder make the catch? She doesn't. She jumps up at the wrong point. Ball bounces out of her glove. Bases will be loaded again, but now 8-0 the score. They've scored 3 times here in the third. Looks like the right fielder, Reese Vance, may have overran it, at which point she jumped up, kind of spiraled backwards to try to make the catch. It didn't end up happening. Bounced out of her glove, and everyone was safe. Now Callie Van Streen, who has a Grand Slam under her belt already in this tournament, will step in the box. She fouls it right back at us. This time I didn't flinch, and that was probably the hardest hit one of them all. I don't know if it was the height of where that ball was coming, but no flinching from me.
Maybe just the repetition.
Yeah, maybe.
If enough get fouled right at you. Van Streen singled in the first, struck out in the second.
This one is hit to shortstop, over the shortstop's head. One run will come. Here's another. Are they going to hold her up at third? They do. A long looping toss, and it's going to get past the catcher. Hill will decide to retreat back to third base instead. So we'll have bases loaded again. Now 9-0 our score.
Still only one out in the inning as Winchell comes to the plate.
She has a 3-run blast already today.
Lined out in the second inning.
As she digs in on the right-hand side. Looking to see a good pitch here and continue this rally that they've had in the home half of the third. She wanted to swing at that one. It is taken for a strike outside.
Regional finals action, Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves against the Liberty Eagles. Lady Wolves the 2 seed, the Eagles the 5 seed.
The next pitch. This one is lined into right. Is it going to drop fair? No. Goes foul. 0-2.
Just outside the right field line. Winchell returns to home plate.
Got to be smart here. Jade Blair is going to opt to throw to Winchell, who definitely has made her appearance known in this ball game. She'll dig back in with an 0-2 count and 1 out, bases loaded. She'll look for the next pitch. This one is hit over the head of the first baseman. It drops right in between the first and the second baseman. They stumble to get the ball up into second base for the out, but 2 runs do come across to score, as it just seemed to be a series of misplays.
First baseman maybe going for the ball when the second baseman had it, though they were close.
They were. 2 runs come across to score on a ball that kind of fell in between first and second base. It was a odd lobbing line drive. And then both players fell down, but they were able to recover, throw from the knees to get the out at second base. Winchell is standing at first, and now McKinley Lowe will step in to the box. Taking time. Encouraging the pitcher to work maybe a little bit quicker. It's the only thing I can think of as to why the umpire called time. So Lowe will look for her first pitch of the at-bat, and she sees strike 1 outside. Winchell, the runner at first base. 2 outs on the board. And 11-0 our score, as taking second base is Winchell. Throw was there. Not in time for the slide. Umpire was a little delayed in his call, as lots of dust flew up, made him a little skeptical. So 11-0 our score, the bottom of the third inning.
Lowe got the inning started when she walked and then ended up scoring.
Added all the way around here. Change up fouled off the end of her bat. Cue shot. 0-2. Runner at second base. 1-2 the count. $11 runs have already been plated. It's only the bottom of the third. This one is popped in the air. Center fielder's going to have to do some running. Drops in front of her. Here comes Winchell. That makes it 12-0. So a single for Lowe. And she continues to extend this inning with 2 outs. And it looks like coach is headed out for Liberty. Going to have either a conference or they might have a pitching change.
12-0 is the score right now. Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves up over the Liberty Eagles.
We will take a quick break. We'll be right back with softball on Eagle 102.
Eagle 102 Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Loyalty Dogs, Crazy Ladies Garden Center, and Niebuhr Funeral Homes.
Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice is seeking compassionate nurses to join our work family. We offer competitive pay, great benefits, and flexible scheduling. Don't wait. Apply today at pikecountyhealth.org.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Veolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a Taste of Philly.
So they're done talking about things, and we're back to softball as it's 12-0. Pleasant Hill leads Liberty. Umpire is going to talk about courtesy runner, and looks like number 10. Is that Henderson? Who is that? It is. I think it's Henderson. I'm not sure. We'll have to take a look in a little bit.
You're correct.
Okay. So if she's the courtesy runner for McKinley Low, I don't know how that works. Oh, it's a different Henderson. Okay. I was like, I'm confused. You still have to bat. 2-0 the count on Madison Daniels, who's at the plate. Off-speed curveball was a really nice pitch, but that becomes ball 3. I couldn't have went for the logical explanation. I was just like, I don't know how Emma Henderson is going to bat after this. 3-1. It's game 2 of the day.
Once you get into double-digit runs, then you get to make up a few rules of your own.
Oh, no, she's going to run, and then we're going to say ghost runner, and then Emma Henderson's going to come to bat. And this one is grounded to the shortstop. Daniels is going to hustle. Will she beat the throw? Scooping to make that catch, it's Delaney Ruth. We are headed to the top of the 4th inning. It's 12-0. Pleasant Hill leads Liberty on Eagle 102.
Eagle 102 Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Central State Bank of Illinois, Hanel's Service Station, and Lynn's Heritage House.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
12-0 our score here this afternoon. Pleasant Hill, they've just been fun to watch offensively.
Dominant performance offensively and low on the mound as well.
She's been great. And
she's recorded 5 strikeouts, and they've just started, they being the Liberty Eagles, on their second pass through the lineup.
She's made it very, very tough on them. She's like, I'm here to win.
There's been 1 base runner for the Liberty Eagles. The very first batter of the game was walked.
At the plate now, leading things off for Liberty, it is Tiffany Will. First pitch to her is a strike. Good pitch from Lowe. Or excuse me, that's Maddie Tritch at the plate. I got my numbers confused.
So you're thinking Lowe took that last outing pretty personally?
Oh, I would. Outside, and I feel like I see a lot of that same competitiveness in Lowe, but she's always a good sport. I can't always say I was the nicest of sport. If you hit a home run off me the game prior, as long as I don't have a perfect game going, you may get one to the ribs. At least I'm honest. Because I hardly ever gave up home runs. So whenever I did, like I had it, like in college, I think I maybe gave up 2 home runs in my 4 years. Like it was very uncommon. But when I did give up a home run, it burned bad, like bad.
So the nickname Mean Maddie was earned.
No, it was actually Mad Eye. That was my nickname. The story behind that wasn't because I was mean. I was always a nice person except for when I was competing. Then you didn't want to be on the other side. This one is hit between the third baseman and the shortstop. Splits that 5-6 hole. It's a single to lead things off for Tritch.
The first hit of the ball game for the Lady Eagles.
That comes in the top of the 4th. So now a base runner. And nobody out. Now it'll be left Ringhouse. Behind her, it'll be Tiffany Will. If anybody gets on, it'll be J.C. Blair. First pitch. This one is popped in the air over the head of the third baseman. Shortstop running in. She makes the catch. She makes the catch all the way behind third base. And a big stretch at first. Will they get her? No. So runner at first base is safe.
Close, though, and good throw by Hill. Nice heads-up play.
She had to turn her body as she made that throw. She was not positioned to make a really strong throw. She had to turn around. And the fact that she was able to do so says a lot about her athletic ability. So now it'll be Tiffany Will, who I assumed was in the batter's box to start. And you know what they say about assuming.
Yeah, never goes wrong. Works out well for everybody.
Winchell will throw back to first base to check on the runner. Oh, she's in safely, according to the umpire.
So the first runner of the ballgame for the Lady Eagles has had to work to stay on the base paths.
They don't like her being there. She's going to have to get back. So 1-0 the count to Tiffany Will. This one is fouled out of play. Will it find the buses? Oh, no, it finds the windshield of a car. I hope that's not yours. Was it? No? Okay, good. Do we have a... Oh, it broke the windshield. It broke the windshield.
Yeah, they said on the driver's side.
It's pretty big.
That would
you
be
can't
that
see
sound.
it. You
I
can't see it because of the pole.
Okay.
You'll have to take a look in a little bit. 1-1. That was fun. Unfortunate, but fun. This one is lined out to shortstop. Going to be a slow roller as it's just off the end of the bat. And they get the out at second base. The force out sliding in to the second baseman, Madison Daniels. That was Maddie Tritch.
So the Lady Wolves infield has determined you can have a runner, but they can't go past first base.
Yeah. Thou shalt not pass. They do make the rules. This is their game.
So reaching with fielder's choice.
2 outs. This one is grounded to the shortstop, Hill. She's going to throw the ball to first base. Gets out number 3. We are headed to the bottom of the 4th, 12-0. Pleasant Hill leads Liberty on Eagle 102.
Eagle 102 Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Cliff and Cara at Show Me Caviar and State Farm in Pittsfield.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Family Drug is your locally owned pharmacy, and their pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because just like you, they support their community. Family Drug, locally owned and hometown proud on Georgia Street in Louisiana.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
12-0 our score. If Pleasant Hill can score 3 runs, they finish this ball game.
Right now, 12 runs on the board, 1 windshield down.
It's kind of funny because I don't think I've seen one over the last 2 years.
Actually take out a windshield?
Yeah, like I've seen, like maybe it'll dent the front end of your car or something like that. Maybe it'll put a dent on the top of your car. But I've never seen an actual broken windshield come from a softball or baseball game.
Yeah, no, lots of balls headed that direction, but I'm trying to remember the last windshield.
You see them bounce right next to a car and then hit a car, but not necessarily hitting a windshield all the time. Apologies to that person's insurance company, as it'll be Henderson at the plate, not Emma. Is this Abby Henderson, I believe?
I believe you're correct.
Abby Henderson.
Wearing number 10. She came in to run in the last inning.
And so now she'll bat.
We can talk deductibles and things along those lines in a little bit, but you can also reach out to your neighborhood insurance agent. They'll give you happily a crash course on that, and if you attend ball games, it's not a bad thing to do.
1-1 the count. We are not your insurance agent, but we do have a lot of good ones in the area. 1-1 to Abby, who steps in the batter's box. She swings at a pitch high. That's going to drop in left field in no man's land. So she gets a single. So they'll start the inning off with another hit. That's, I believe, how every inning has started, except maybe the second, right?
No, I think you're correct. No, actually a double, single. We'll get back to you on that. There was a walk in there, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that was low.
Okay, that's where it all started, that last inning, whenever they put quite a few runs on the board.
Yep. The third inning started with that walk to low.
Be Lily McElfresh, who will be batting now. So I believe she is hitting in place of Emma Henderson. Abby Henderson at first base, and Lily looks at strike one. 12-0 our score. It's the bottom of the fourth inning. If Pleasant Hill can plate three, they'll end this ball game with a 15-run roll. Swing and a miss outside. Strike two. Coach Lowe talks to Lily about getting out in front of that pitch. And the next one, inside. I think if the catcher could have got under it and framed it, it would have been strike three. But a new life there for Lily. 1-2. And the next. Swung on and missed. Strike three. First out of the inning. And now to the plate. We're back to the top of the lineup for Ava Wombles.
Wombles has a pair of doubles and a single. She's driven in a run as well. And has scored twice.
She looks at strike one outside. 0-1 the count. Off speed, 1-1.
Actually, she scored all three times she's been on base.
She just looks eager to run whenever she gets on the base path. Like her end goal, like if she could cut across from second to, this one is lined into left field for a single that gets past the left fielder, though. She overruns it, but first and second base. But I think if there was a way that Ava Wombles could touch all the bases yet cut home, like that is her end goal every time she gets on. Like she's already looking at home plate now.
4 for 4 on the day.
How do I get there? I want to go there. And the winning run at the plate in Hannah Hill.
Hannah doubled in the first, singled in the second, and reached by way of error in the third.
She looks at ball one low. 1-0 the count.
There were 4 errors committed by the Lady Eagles in that third inning.
Good teams will take advantage of stuff like that. 2-0. Same spot. Not biting is Hannah Hill. Waiting for her pitch, which is important. .2-0 the count. And make it 3-0. So if she's walked, bases will be loaded. Third base is currently open. But if she finds a way on, there will be no bases open and 1 out.
Only 1 out, and the Lady Wolves are up 12-0. in the fourth inning. Regional final action against the Liberty Eagles.
Oh, late call on the pitch outside. It is taken for a strike, so 3-1. On the count. This one is hit hard into center field. Center fielder has a beat on it. She catches it in the air. That's out number 2. So runners will stay at first and second base. And now 2 outs for the batter Peebles.
Peebles has an RBI. She grounded out her first at bat, popped out in the second inning, and then doubled with the help of an error in the third.
This one popped high on the infield. Everyone's talking, but no one definitely called it. But they do make the catch. It was McKenna Zenger. We are headed to the top of the 5th. If Pleasant Hill can hold them here, they will walk away with the regional final on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Ackles Farm Market, and Northeast Missouri Title Company.
Welcome to Vast National Bank. How can I help you?
Hey, I'm here to talk to someone about a loan.
Oh, I'll grab you the L97B. We call it the Just Talking form.
What about actually applying for a loan?
Oh my, let me pop in the toner cartridge. Hey, Bill, you want to pass me the big stapler?
Yeah, I'm just going to go to People's Savings Bank.
Skip the mega banks. When you need a loan, visit People's Savings Bank. The people you know and trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
5th inning, 12-0 is our score. McKinley Lowe and the Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves, they're looking to win this regional final. They need 3 outs to do it, and she has worked well in the circle all day, giving her team the opportunity to be in this position. She starts the inning off with a fouled off strike.
Something tells me Lowe knows exactly what she needs to do here to wrap up the day early.
Her defense has helped her. Hannah Hill was a perfect example of that in the 4th inning. At the top of the 4th, every ball that was hit to her, she was able to record the out. Ball low. 1-1.
The Lady Eagles still looking for to complete their second pass through the lineup.
One pitch. This is popped high in the air. Van Streen runs in. She makes the catch. That's out number 1. Now Pleasant Hill 2 outs away from securing the victory. High fives all around as Zenger is recorded as out number 1. Camden Ormond will bat next. She's the center fielder today for Liberty. Swung on and missed.
Ormond popped out to first in the second inning, and this is her second at bat. No, she struck out actually in the second inning, and her second at bat of the ball game.
0-1 the count. 0-2, another swinging strike. Good job by McKinley Lowe just to attack hitters. She's saying, here it is, hit it. We will defend it. It's going to be tough to hit. 0-2. This one line down the left field line, tailing and foul. Drops into the grass in left field. It's picked up, I believe, by Abby Henderson.
Yep, she's in left. She gets the ball back in. Gets it to Hill, back to Lowe.
So Abby will play closer to the line this time with an 0-2 count on Ormond. Swing and a miss. Curveball outside. Another strikeout for Lowe and 2 outs on the inning. 1 out away from the win.
Her 6th strikeout of the ball game.
It looks like we may have a pinch hitter as it's number 16. Let's see if we have who exactly that is.
We'll call her Hope for now, and Desperation's on deck.
Anna Dietrich. Dietrich. So she'll step in the box on the right-hand side. She flashes bunt. This is bunted in the air. It's going to stay up long enough, but Winchell couldn't get up quick enough after dropping the mask. It'll be strike 1. That would have been an odd way to end the ball game. McKinley Lowe will hand the batter back to the hitter. Hand the bat back to the hitter. How about that? I combine the words.
Liberty Eagles looking to keep this ball game going.
0-1. Dietrich at the plate. Strike 2. Big swing there. Nice screwball. Now just 1 strike away from victory. Kinley's ready to go. She gets the sign. Winchell takes a look at her wristband too. Here's the next pitch. Gets her swinging. That's a strikeout. And Pleasant Hill wins this ball game 12-0 as they celebrate on the field. A big jump and yell from McKinley Lowe. Pleasant Hill wins this regional final. We'll break this one down next on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile with the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account. You'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan. At Pike County Mutual Insurance Company, we take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelley Clucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company, on the square in Bowling Green.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a Taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A Taste of Philly, Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM.
Pleasant Hill wins the regional. Impressive performance by them today, 12-0 our final score, and it all got started in that first inning, and they were able to put up 4 runs, and they really never looked back. It was a big home run from McKenna Winchell. That was a 3-run bomb after 2 doubles. That was Ava Wombles, and then followed by Hannah Hill, so that was how they got on the board to start things. So a big, impressive win from the Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves, who had to battle their way to this position as they defeated Camp Point Central 17-14. And I think they all took it personally, and they were like, that's literally not happening again because we can't let it happen ever. And so they come out today and they put up a 12-0 win in this ball game in just 5 innings.
Lowe came out strong, 5 innings pitched, no earned runs, only gave up 1 hit, had 7 strikeouts. The Liberty Lady Eagles didn't even make it through their lineup twice.
And so that just speaks to the defense that was played behind McKinley Lowe. McKinley Lowe was impressive from the circle. You could tell all of her pitches were working today. She was using them to her advantage, and she definitely had control of this ballgame. And it was clear from the jump that Pleasant Hill had control of this ballgame, especially when it came to their offense. So another impressive performance by Pleasant Hill this season as they get the regional final win today, and they will advance on. We started this day with 3 teams that were still left going in the postseason: Ellsbury Indians baseball, Pittsfield Sockies baseball, and then we had 1 softball team, and that was Pleasant Hill, the Lady Wolves. And so now we're down to 2 teams. It's Ellsbury Indians baseball, and then we have softball, which is the Pleasant Hill Lady Wolves, as Pittsfield, they fell in a tough game to Quincy. to Quincy Notre Dame 2-1 this afternoon. So we will finish this one up in our post-game show next on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency, and Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the number one priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
12-0 our final score. A big congratulations going out to Pleasant Hill. The Lady Wolves, they were victorious today. They had a little bit of a rough road to get here, as they had a 17-14 win that went like 2.5 hours the other night. That was against Camp Point Central, but today they're able to win this game with absolutely no problems at all. 12-0 was our final score. So they will advance and they will play next week on Wednesday. And so we will pass that information along. You can always stay tuned to Eagle 102. We'll keep you updated there. You can go online to kjfmradio.com and check out our scoreboard page for all the information will be posted. Gordon, do you have anything else you'd like to say about Pleasant Hill today?
It was an amazing ball game. Like these jerseys.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Very much so.
They've won both times they've worn them. So
blue with the yellow pinstripes, the yellow names and numbers.
Yep.
Very sharp.
It looks really good.
Strong bounce-back performance after a really gritty win. You hear 17-14 and you think ugly, but that was just the previous game was a hard-fought game. The Lady Wolves went down. They came back, and it kept going back and forth and then pulled out the win and then came into this ball game and bounced back in dominant fashion against the 5-seed Liberty Eagles.
So great game for Pleasant Hill today, as their student section is out taking pictures with the champions now. And so best of luck to Pleasant Hill, who will continue their postseason run next week. From Maddie, from Gordon, this has been high school baseball, high school softball, postseason sports on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of area high school sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio.